What's going on in the Halloween world? Let me tell you. Okay, first off, the number one question on all of the internet is, when is your local Spirit Halloween opening? And I am here to tell you what I know, okay? I have done some research. First off, if you call the Spirit Halloween phone number, I will insert here.
Our stores.spirithalloween.com locator page is now available. If your store states coming soon, it is preparing to open within the next 2 weeks.
If it says coming soon on the store locator, your store is going to be opening in the next 2 weeks. So, based off comments online that I've seen in Facebook groups and even a video I posted and deleted, okay? If it says opens August, it's probably open or opening very, very soon, prior to the 2-week mark. I'm not saying that that's 100% accurate. That's just based off the best knowledge that I have. And I have been getting reports that some of them do say September. If it does say that, I think you got a little while. A lot of people have been reporting online that their store is actually open. So I can't wait to go this weekend to mine and see if it's open. And speaking of Spirit Halloween, we'll get Spirit Halloween out of the way. We have got the release of the Jack the Ripper animatronic. He's pretty cool. He has tracking technology, so as he's speaking to you, he can follow you wherever you go. So if you run scared of him, he will follow you. That's pretty cool. And a lot of his phrases match up to that. One of the phrases is I'm following you, or something to that effect. And speaking of them opening, they did a store tour video on their YouTube channel, and they posted clips of it to their social medias. But that was cool to see. It was at the beginning of this week, so it was a little bit more special when people hadn't had their stores opening. And the last thing about Spirit Halloween is they have a video game this year. This is not new news or anything. I think it was released on the website a while ago and sold out really quickly, but this week they did announcements on social media, so I assume it's newer information, but they're gonna have it on Steam. Xbox is coming soon, as well as Nintendo. And this thing is super nostalgic. The videos that they posted, I just love watching it for the sounds. I watched my brother play NES growing up. The sounds just remind me of sitting in my grandma's upstairs watching him play video games. I love it. And next up is Buc-ee's. I don't know when the Buc-ee's Halloween dropped, but it is there and ready for you to purchase. Something, I've never been to Buc-ee's. That is a bucket list item of mine, to go to a Buc-ee's, but I got on their website looking for this Halloween stuff because I knew it had dropped, and I'm like, where's it at? Why isn't it on there? So if you also were not aware, they put their merch on truetexasmerch.com, and you just go to that website. I have it linked below, but type in Halloween and you'll see the Halloween stuff for 2025. So this is the design for 2025. Buc-ee looks like he's a little maybe witch, wizard, elf, potentially. And it says, Buc-ee's put a spell on me, which is super cute. And it is glow in the dark. We also got the Buc-ee's plush dressed as the little witch. I'm gonna go with witch. It makes sense that it's witch. I want to say it's elf because the shoes are curled, but witches also have that. They have that same t-shirt design on a Stanley knockoff tumbler, which is pretty cool, and it also glows in the dark. They've kind of used the front shirt design on a couple of the other items. So this smaller tumbler has that design, and I think I like that design better than the one on the bigger tumbler. They also have all of your socks covered if you need some Halloween socks, and even some body care bath items. I feel like I did know this was a thing because I watch a lot of carpetbagger videos, and he is always going to Buc-ee's, and I feel like I've seen this in one of his videos, but there is 2 bath bombs, Boolicious Berry, and apple cider donut. I'm curious if the apple cider donut smells good. It sounds like it would. And then they also have shower steamers if you're not into taking a bath. They also have a bunch of other cute accessories like hair ties and even a hair clip. So this next one is where I need your input, okay? One of the top results for Google this week for Halloween is SpongeBob Halloween blanket. And I'm going to assume, based off my Halloween knowledge, that this is based off of a Burlington blanket, but I'm not quite sure. So I found this one on eBay that is from Burlington that I think is the reason for the searches, but I also found two other ones that are curious. So there is one at Hot Topic for $55, which makes me think this is not the one because it's also like made to order. But I do, out of all three designs, I do like this one the best, even though it's the most expensive. And then the third one I found was from Spencer's. It's $35, which is probably what you would be getting the Burlington one on the secondhand market for. If you found it in a store, it'd probably be like $17. But yeah, what's up with the SpongeBob Halloween blanket? Which one is the one that everybody's searching for? I assume the Burlington, but I really kind of like the Hot Topic one. And another thing that people have been searching for is the Vera Bradley Peanuts Halloween collection, okay? And this one also took me on an adventure. I was actually able to figure out the tea on this one. If you go to Vera Bradley's website and type in Halloween, you get nothing. If you type in Peanuts, you get a collection, but it is not Halloween. So where's it at? What's the tea? I need to know more. I went to TikTok, my favorite social media platform, and found that it's on the Vera Bradley outlet website. Okay, I, for one, don't make fun of me. I am like a poor kid. I never had fancy nice things. Vera Bradley very much to me is like a high-end luxury brand, and I will never own anything high-end luxury, and I don't want to. It's just not me. As much as I would love those Coach Halloween purses, it's just not me. But yeah, they have an outlet page. You go to verabradleyoutlet.com. I will have it linked down below specifically to the Halloween peanut stuff, but this stuff is super cute. By the time you see this, I imagine most of it's probably going to be sold out because I checked it earlier today and only like the big duffel bag was sold out. And then as I am filming this, I think the backpack and a couple other things sold out. So I think by the time you see this, like Friday afternoon, Friday evening, this stuff will be sold out. And I do love a good Peanuts collection. It's just like wholesome Halloween goodness. And speaking of wholesome Halloween goodness, Build-A-Bear released their Halloween lineup for 2025. And it's super adorable. The thing that I've seen a lot of people talk about is this like vault cat that has like pumpkins all over it. They have even like little mystery eggs. I didn't know they did that. I know like Squishmallows does that. It seems very similar to that. That cat even has like a jack-o'-lantern little outfit on in one of these. It reminds me of the slutty pumpkin from How I Met Your Mother. They even have a Bluey, and Bluey, I guess, is what prompted me to look at the price. He's $55. Oh, he's 52. I'm sorry. He's 52. I guess that's because he comes with like the outfit and everything, but dang. And that reminds me, I talk about Halloween stuff because I like to look at it. I like to research. I like to talk to people about Halloween stuff, not because you or I need to buy anything. We can totally window shop. It's okay. Ooh, they have this little light up teddy bear that looks like a jack-o'-lantern. That is super cute. I love that. And next up is Dairy Queen. They released their fall lineup for 2025, and it's interesting. So we got, of course, classic pumpkin spice blizzard coming. If I'm gonna get pumpkin spice ice cream, I don't typically think of, oh, I gotta go to Dairy Queen. So I'm not like super, it's like, well, it's like just meh to me for their pumpkin spice blizzard. But something I did think that was fun and innovative was the caramel toffee cookie blizzard. I love caramel and I really love toffee, so this sounds really delicious. And then something that I'm not excited for, that I think they could have done a better job on, is the maple cookie shake. Okay, I know that there is a battle in the ether of like healthy versus not healthy, like food color versus not food colors, right? But this setup for this maple cookie shake just seems really bland. It's just like pure white. It gives it no pizzazz. And I don't think that Dairy Queen's audience is necessarily like the dye-free girlies, right? So I think they definitely could have pizzazzed this up with like a colored whipped cream or like a colored like chips of something in there. I don't know. It looks kind of plain and simple, and I'm not that excited about it. For one, it's maple flavor. I don't want maple flavor shake. Like, yeah. And for a weird one, we have Five Below animatronics. I don't know if I've seen these before or not, but they're $40. I feel like if they would have had these in years past, it would have been like 25, but I think it could be a good intro piece for people who are wanting to start a yard hunt and they don't have a lot of money, and this could be like a good starting piece, and maybe it's something like you could mess with to make it even cooler. But the arms look a little wonky, they look a little short. It just looks like the mouth moves. It does say that there is sound. There's no videos online to kind of see like what the tea is, or there's no like promo videos on the website. And next up is the Halloweek at the Disney Store. Disney Store has been dropping stuff here and there, but this week kind of intrigued me because they dropped a whole Winnie the Pooh collection, and it's super cute. I don't know what it is, but I love Winnie the Pooh, especially like Halloween Winnie the Pooh. Again, it's very wholesome, crosses generations. You can't go wrong with Winnie the Pooh. I might be tempted to buy some of the stuff if it wasn't for the price. I really like this like heathered gray hoodie that has Winnie the Pooh like seeing his own shadow as like a bat, but it's $60. I know Kohl's has a shirt with this same design on it. I don't remember the price though. And then yeah, that pullover black sweater, that is so cute. The Happy Honeyween, it's $55. Yeah, and like the little Pooh and Piglet shirt on the white background. It's like a classic 90s looking t-shirt. And next up is Tree Hut. This one kind of surprised me. They have 3 scents for Halloween this year. One of them is Scare Glow, which totally made me think of Masters of the Universe. Is that the first thing you thought of? Maybe not. Depends on your age. Scare Glow is apple cider, caramel, and vanilla scented. And I love apple scents for the fall. I love a nice break from pumpkin spice every once in a while, and I feel like this would be the perfect scent. If I needed a body wash, I would totally pick this up, but I don't need one. And they also do have a pumpkin scent. It is sweet pumpkin, and it is pumpkin, apricot, and sandalwood. I do like the addition of sandalwood in there. I think that would be a cool scent to try, or at least go to the store and smell it. And the last one that they did is called Meow. It is like a berry scent, blackberry, lilac, and musk. And next up are Squishmallows, one of the most exciting updates for the week. So we got a leak on Reddit from a creator called Yemost, and they posted some planograms from Five Below on their Squishmallows, okay? I have been curious where this Chucky Squishmallow is going to be. So it is confirmed that Five Below is going to be getting the Chucky Squishmallow along with a bunch of other horror Squishmallows. We got Five Nights at Freddy's, Gremlins, Pennywise. I know that they are also doing Poppy, but I did not see Poppy in these pictures, so I'm not sure where that's going to be at. And I could see these particular designs popping up in other stores, maybe bigger, because these look pretty small. They're $6. But yeah, just look at this photo. There's so much here. I mean, you got all the Squishmallows, but there's even like slippers. There's Chucky slippers and Jason slippers. They also posted another photo with, I think this is some Hello Kitty stuff, Stitch, and I think just some like generic Halloween ones as well. I can't wait to get that Chucky Squishmallow. And next up is Wednesday. Okay, she's got a couple things this week. First of all, the Wendy's Wednesday Meal of Misfortune released earlier this week. I think it was Monday, right? I did finally go get it yesterday. My husband got it on Monday. I think overall, this promotion, I'm feeling kind of just like okay about. I was excited going into it, but like the execution just wasn't there. My husband went on Monday, like I said, and then I went yesterday, and we did not get the, what do you call it? We didn't get the spoon. And we've got the same sauces every single time. Every single time I get the same sauce. How is that even possible? My husband went Monday to a completely different store with his mom. He got 2 sauces. They were the same exactly, like the little the black one, the teriyaki one, I guess, or I don't know. I didn't try it, okay? And then I went today and they gave us like 4 and they were all the same. What's up with that? I also like the Frosty, it wasn't that good. I got mine with the chocolate and it was okay. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. I was super excited about it going into it, and it's fine. Like, I'd go get it again, or like I maybe would just order a regular meal without the Frosty. I don't know. I hate being negative online, but it's fine. But yeah, speaking of Wednesday, she's also doing a collab with Betty Crocker, and it gives me the same feels. I don't think there's anything special about this, right? A regular cake and regular frosting, not a special color, not a special flavor. All right, and for the last thing this week, which feels like old news at this point, but Home Depot released their Halloween stuff online. And a lot of their stores are actually setting. My stores weren't. I did go check on them. But I have seen a lot, like enough people to warrant to go check Home Depot to have the stuff in stores. But it did launch online. And they had a super cool like promo video on their social media. Kind of like a 90s sitcom intro. I love it. It's cute. But yeah, we kind of touched on this last week. I'm super excited to see Chucky and Tiffany. I totally want to see that Megalodon shark. And I saw Dinosaur Dracula got Stripe, and he was super excited about it, which makes sense. He really likes gremlins. But yeah, what are you most excited to see from Home Depot? So at the end, we usually do a segment like who's setting for Halloween, because like usually in weeks past, it'd be like, oh, hey, CVS just put some stuff out, but I think at this point everybody is setting or has the potential to be putting stuff out. But I think who I'm most excited to go check on this weekend is definitely Spirit Halloween. Home Depot, I'm hoping my store is starting to set. Menards, that was another store that I checked that I thought might have some out. And my store didn't have a lot out, but I did have someone message me that their store was setting and they had a cool tree blow mold that was pretty cool. There's a lot going on in the Halloween world, so it's very possible that I missed something, so leave it in the comments down below if you want to talk about something. Also, if you didn't know, I hand make wax melts at houseofwaxmelts.com or houseofwaxmelts.etsy.com. I've got some Halloween scents coming, okay? This one is called Cromwell's Spell, and it smells like going into a craft store during the fall. It's so good. I will also have the classic pumpkin spice. This one is called Keep Away from Pumpkinhead, and literally everybody's favorite scent entering Haddonfield. This one kind of smells like walking through the woods during the autumn time. It's definitely an unexpected favorite. People love this scent. Go check that out. I appreciate you watching this video. Bye!